Hey guys, it's Shamsa and welcome back to another video on the student series. Now, the recipe that I'm going to share with you all today is my easy macaroni and cheese recipe, which is absolutely wonderful to make. It's got a slight twist of ingredients which are not normal to macaroni and cheese, but it's absolutely amazing and you're going to love this. So let me run through what you need and then we'll start cooking. So the ingredients you're going to need are 225 grams of macaroni pasta here. Now, macaroni pasta is a hooped pasta, which is sort of like in the shape of a U. Now, the reason why there's holes in there is because when you add it to the white sauce, the bechamel sauce, that absorbs that in and gives it that creaminess. Now, you can use any pasta that you wish. Penny pasta is fine as well to use, but it's normally the macaroni pasta we use in the macaroni. And that roughly equates to 8 ounces. I've got 200 grams of grated medium cheddar cheese here. You can use mature, you can use extra mature, that's entirely up to you. I prefer to use medium. I've got a whole kettle of boiled water here and the following spices. I've got 1/4 teaspoon of salt, cayenne pepper, ground black pepper, paprika and onion granules. Now for the white sauce, we're going to need 500 millilitres of milk. I'm using semi-skimmed. I've got 25 grams of plain flour and I've got 30 grams of salted butter. So let's start cooking. So in a large pot, put your water in and allow it to come up to the boil again. And to that, we're going to add our macaroni straight in. And we're going to give this approximately 8 minutes of cooking time, so it's slightly al dente, and then we're going to drain it and we're going to move on to the white sauce. So I'll see you back once it's done. I am just going to give it a stir, which will help it to not stick together. So see you back in 8 minutes, guys. Right guys, this has been cooking away for 8 minutes now on a high heat setting, and you can see that it's actually done. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to go off and drain this and just pop that back into the pot again and just set it aside. So there you have it guys, it's all drained and I've just popped it back into the pot again and I'm just going to set it aside now. Right, to make the white sauce, start with a clean pan and add the butter straight in and just allow that to melt. Now once that's melted, add it in the flour. And we're just going to cook this for about 2 to 3 minutes just to get rid of the rawness. So that is a heat setting of around 2 or 3 on a ceramic or induction hob, because you don't want to burn this, you just want it to sort of like roast nicely. And the idea is just to keep moving it around and not letting it sit, not doing anything, because you don't want it to catch at the bottom. So after 2 to 3 minutes, it'll start giving off a slight nutty sort of like buttery aroma, which is an indication that this is now ready, and it will also thicken up slightly. So what we're going to do now is we're going to add our milk in. Just add that in and just give that a stir. And you want a lump-free sort of like mixture. So make sure you sort of like add enough milk in at first and just break all those little lumps of flour and butter, just like that. Make sure you stir it in properly. And at this stage, what I do is I swap my wooden spoon for a whisk, and I turn the heat up to a medium heat setting, which is about 6 to 7, and I add the entire milk in. And we're going to now whisk this and allow it to come up to heat and to boil, and that will thicken up really nicely, and I'll show you how that looks as we get on. I'm just turning my heat settings up a little. So it's on maximum heat now, which is setting 9, because I want this to come up to the boil. So now I can feel the consistency of the milk changing. It's started to thicken up. So I'm going to reduce my heat settings to setting 5, which is a low to medium heat setting, and I'm going to add all the spices in at this stage. So in with the salt, the black pepper, the onion granules, the paprika, and the cayenne pepper as well, and just give that a good mix. And that's coming up to the boil now. That's thickening up. I'm going to lower it even low, the setting. I'm going to turn it down, and that's going to thicken it up really nicely. And just allow that to cook away for approximately 2 to 3 minutes so it's nice and thick. Turn the heat settings to a low. Okay, so after 2 to 3 minutes, turn the heat setting off completely, and we're going to add our cheese into that. Just add half of it in first and then stir it, or whisk it should I say. Make sure it's well combined, and then add the remaining amount in as well. So all of that cheese has gone in, so it's really nice and cheesy, that sauce is. Give it a mix. Make sure it's well combined, whisk it well. And that will also help it thicken it up as well. And just turn your heat settings back on again, and just allow that to just come up to the heat again, to come up to boiling point, and give it one last sort of like bubble before we add it into our macaroni. So my macaroni is ready, my white sauce is ready, and all we're going to do now is we're just going to add that straight into our macaroni, just like that. And just give everything a really good mix. There you are guys, my super creamy macaroni and cheese recipe is ready. Now, if you wanted to, you could allow this to cool down, and you can pop it into Ziploc bags or even food containers and pop it into your fridge or freezer, whichever you prefer, and then obviously take it out and defrost it whenever you actually need it. And that is super creamy. So let me plate this up now and tell you guys exactly how it is. Right guys, how quick and easy was this macaroni and cheese recipe? Literally takes approximately 25 to 30 minutes, if that, to make. And what I've done is when I've plated this up, I've just added a sprinkle of oregano on top. Not everyone's cup of tea, but I do actually like the flavour of that coming through in my mac and cheese. Now I'm going to try this and tell you guys exactly how it is. And it's honestly gooey. That macaroni's making noises as well when I'm dunking my fork in to try and get some out. It's that creamy and saucy. So here goes. One of those comfort foods that are so easy to make and taste absolutely fabulous any day. Put your feet up, enjoy this, and you can't go wrong guys. I'm going to try some more. Wow. And all those flavours that we've added, the slight kick of the cayenne peppers coming through, the smokiness from the paprika, although we didn't use smoked paprika, it was just normal paprika, but it's coming through. And the onion granules that we've added, they've got a little bit of a hint of flavour coming through as well, which is lovely. That's so good, that's hot. Ooh. Guys, it's a lovely recipe. Do try it, I'm sure you're going to love it. Now, if you've liked this video and you found it useful, do give it a thumbs up. Don't also forget to hit that subscribe button and that bell notification to never ever miss a video. I will be back again with another one very soon. Till then, happy cooking.